everyone, welcome back to JP's Budget Collecting and our weekly whatever report, where we hang out and talk about whatever. We talk about books, we talk about what's going on TV shows, we talk about whatever you guys tangent you get me off on, or I myself go off on a random tangent somewhere. So we got Unruly was in here tailgating. We had GT Key in here tailgating. We'll see who actually shows up to join us. Looks like there's only a couple people in chat so far. Hopefully the usual crowd will roll in here. I always appreciate anybody who shows up for one of these. Because, you're spending part of your evening with me, and that means a lot. So let's get into our usual, stuff, the exciting stuff. We do have a few things that we touch on, and we always start with whatever we're drinking, and we're very, very boring tonight. I was gonna make myself something, and then I was like, I'm just kind of thirsty, and I just got one. Like thirsty, not like I need, anything else. So we're watering it tonight. Gordon, what is going on? Did you review the documents at work? Everything. Thank you for asking. Everything is currently, well, not technically. Everything is out. Like the 3 sections that I had to get through and I sent my draft of everything to the rest of the group. But one of them was due. I asked them all to have their comments on the first one I got out to me on Friday to be done by Friday. So technically, tomorrow when I go in, I can start back on that section, making revisions based on their feedback. So it's sort of like I'm through round 1, but I still gotta finish it up. So 42 days of football. There you go. So, what's going on, Unruly? We're boring tonight. We're drinking water. I don't know. I was gonna either open something or pour me something, and then I was just like, eh. So it was kind of a weird day. I mean, I was productive and busy, and we'll talk about some of that here in a minute, but it also didn't feel like I really did that much. So Spec asking if Unruly plays fantasy football. I don't know that Unruly's a fantasy. He's more of a college football guy, so I would be surprised. Tomorrow is Sunday. This is true. Oh, I guess it's true. So I have till Monday. There you go. This is true. I haven't played fantasy football in years. I used to play, and then nobody where the office I was at currently really plays, and the group of friends that we were all spread out so far that I used to play with, it just kind of fell apart eventually, and I haven't played fantasy. I stopped playing fantasy football about the time it really became big. So that's just kind of a weird, because I started playing fantasy football when I was in high school, 95, 96. And the guy had to input the numbers, and you had to do a whole bunch back then. Now it's all these different things that you just tell it what you want, and it just tells you who did what. So, all right. So that is what we're drinking. Boring stuff, water. What is coming up on the channel? So Cash or Trash is going to happen tomorrow, because it cannot happen Monday night, it cannot happen Tuesday night, and it cannot happen Wednesday night because I won't be here. I got work stuff. So it is happening tomorrow if it's going to happen. Right now I have the CBSI stuff done. I don't know how long I'm actually going to give Tom to get his stuff done before I just do Cash or Trash sometime tomorrow. I would kind of like to get Tom's stuff just because CBSI did 9 San Diego Comic-Con variants and one really boring book. And it was like, I don't really want to do a Cash or Trash for those, but that may be what we get, because otherwise I'm just not doing it, because I can't wait till Monday for Tom, if that's where this is headed. And I can't wait. We are supposed to play D&D tomorrow night. Everyone but John's supposed to be there, so we are going to pick up D&D tomorrow night. Gordon will like that. So we're supposed to play D&D tomorrow night as of right now. So I can't wait till D&D time to do it. So, I have no idea. SS. So, so that's those are the two things. Other than that, because I won't be here, there really won't be anything else coming on the channel except maybe he had a video. I think that was his. I didn't actually look at that video. I assumed that was his back issues video. Let me see. Yeah, that's the back issues video. That did come out early though. Maybe this one will come out early too. So the back issues video had been coming out on Saturdays, so it came out yesterday. So maybe the other will come out tonight. And I can do it in the morning. We'll see. We're supposed to. I don't even know why I say this anymore. We're supposed to finally talk Usagi Book 7 Thursday. We are talking Usagi Book 7 Thursday, no matter what. I've rescheduled with the crew for, it'll be a year, August 11th, since we did Book 6. I'm not kidding. We did Book 6, August 11th of last year. And I've been trying to schedule this for a year. So I told him I was done, that this was it. Once we got it scheduled, this was it. My guess is not everyone will be there. And some of it has not been anybody individually's fault. Life has happened repeatedly to folks. Life happened to me once. I was one of the ones that had to cancel one time. But yeah, I'm not doing this anymore. I'm done. So we're talking Usagi Book 7 on Thursday, even if it's just me. Because that's just where it's at. So, hey, Los, what is going on, my friend? On a plane right now, headed home, but we'll watch the replay later. Well, you have a safe flight home, my friend, and where you were at, but I hope you had a good trip. And yeah, so. Oh, expect for a couple of days. Okay, yeah. When I started to pull stats from USA Today, the internet wasn't a thing. I don't really watch Super Bowl anymore. Yeah. Yeah. So that was kind of, yeah, we had to pull stats, and we did have a program, but it was like awkward, and it was like, yeah, you didn't know where you were at until Wednesday, because the guy who ran it didn't get a chance to pull it, like to run the program, because we did have a program, but it wasn't like where he downloaded stuff and he ran it. But you didn't have a clue what you had done until Wednesday, because he would do that Tuesday night, and it would calculate do all the calculations for him, and then he would bring in printouts and like like old school printouts. And yeah, to tell us who won on Wednesday. So when we did fantasy football, hey Phil, what's going on? That was when we first started. I was with it long enough that it evolved, and it was much closer to what it is now. But it just wasn't. It was just starting to really super get popular, because I probably have done fantasy football in like 15 years. I did it for at least a solid decade, but it's been like 15 years since I did it. So, yep, that's right. All right. So yeah, so that's what we got coming up on the channel. Beyond that, I don't know. At some point, Unruly and I will have to reschedule Rachel. He had some stuff come up at work this week, which I understand. Last week, and I have stuff this week, so I can't like just fit him in this week to do it. So maybe next week we'll do it. So that's what's coming up on the channel. What do we got next? What do we pick up this week? Well, I posted this on Instagram. I had a whole bunch of trades come in, including one more that we're going to talk about in a second. So I think it was Monday. All of these came in. So they were my background on my Cash or Trash this week. So the final Deadly Class Deluxe Edition, Teen Titans Omni #1. I was really dumb. But 3 or 4 years ago when they went through all of them, and I could have had the whole series, I was like, no, I'm not going to collect Omni. So I didn't buy any of them. And now I went back and bought this one. But my guess is 2, 3, 4, 5 won't ever come back to print anytime soon. But oh well. Wonder Woman Perez, which I've never actually read that run. So that I got that. Catwoman of East End, Omnibus. I've never actually read the Ed Brubaker, Darwin Cook run. Neither one of those have I read. So those are ones I really want. The newest Black Hammer Library Edition, and then Dual Power Bomb, which everybody raved about, and I did not read back then. I hadn't really read any DWJ until we did Murder Falcon, we did that on an indie show about the time Dual Power Bomb was coming Oh, he's got 7 more buildings he's done with the show. I know that job's been a pain in the rear. And then the other thing that came in this week is the other trade that was in that is the Battle Chasers Anthology, which collects 1 through 9 plus a couple of little special things. Actually, I guess it collects 0 through 9 and then a couple of little special things. And then I did get 2 books this week from Midtown, which were Battle Chasers 11. 10 came out last month. We did what we picked up this week. We're now going to talk about what are we reading. I'm going to talk. I reread this. I read 10, and then today I read 11. I read most of it the other night, but when Unruly and I didn't do our show. So we're going to do a little. I'm going to discuss Battle Chasers. For those that don't remember, this came out, I want to say 99, 2000 when the first issue came out. And it was notorious, even then, for being delayed. Joe Mander, I don't know how you say his name, but yeah, Joe M, Joe Mad was always late. He was doing the art, he was doing the thing. But I remember loving the series, like just loving it back when I was in college, reading this, just being super entertained by it. And I think part of it was I hadn't read any indies at that point. So it's kind of fantasy. I'm a big kind of fantasy. This was pre-Harry Potter. This was, for me at least, I think. This was pre-Harry Potter for me. Because I didn't start reading Harry Potter until later. So there was a lot of stuff that wasn't there. Does it hold up? I had not read it since I read it originally. I kept the books, but I hadn't read it since I read it originally. And is it as good as I remember? No. But is it still a lot of fun? Yes. I did enjoy the heck out of it. I mean, I love the little foreword in here is Jeff Lowe talking about how he's doing things nobody else had done. And it's like, dude, there's so many like fantasy tropes in here. Like all the characters are a trope that you know. Gully, the little girl who has suddenly been orphaned and has been handed down these super powerful magic items that basically makes her a hero, whether she wants to be or not, and trying to find her way. You got the old wizard who's trying to help guide her but dealing with other stuff and bigger world issues, and you got the Calibretto, who's the war god, the monster with the heart of gold, who's trying to protect her, who everybody wants to destroy because, he was part of the war years ago and they destroying all the war golems, which they used to win the war, but then now they're trying to destroy them. So it's illegal for him to even exist. And then you got Garrison, who is the down and out warrior, who's lost everything and lost the will to keep going and all this kind of stuff, who's trying to find his way again. And then you have the femme fatale, which is Red Monica, and who has a relationship with that war, and it's so, all of these are tropes on characters that from a billion other things. But I still found it to be a lot of fun. Like, I will say the art, I do like the art of these newer issues a little bit. Like, I love my 90s, early 2000s art. Monica's, way over the top. Get to like some of these Monica pages. It's just, well, that's after she's hurt. But yeah, I mean, like, way over the top on Monica, And yeah, Joe Mad did not, he didn't pull any punches with making her a sex bomb. He did not. But so I will say I appreciate the more toned down art of Lud Lullaby in these a little bit. But it's still a heck of a lot of fun. And I've really enjoyed the 2 issues that just came out. I enjoyed 11, which I read today. We're finally getting a little bit more of Garrison's backstory, what happened to him. We find out that the blade like you've gotten the impression that the blade that he's using is special, but you didn't really know why. You finally start to get some of that here. So no, it was a lot of fun to reread and revisit, and I'm glad I did. I'm glad I went on and picked up the anthology because I didn't realize that I'm missing issue 8 of the original run. Like I thought I'd read them all, but I don't have issue 8. So it was nice to get the anthology. I now could read the whole thing. Let's do it next time. I mean, that's like, yeah, that's her whole stick is, over the top sex appeal. But there is, and I do appreciate that, like, I think he's going to give her a little more now, 20 years later, literally 20 years later. He's going to do a little 22 years later, or whatever the heck it is. Like, he seems to be making her a little more of a character here than just a, caricature. So I'm looking forward to it. I hope I saw 12 come. I have pre-ordered 12, but I saw that 13 was not coming out in September. So we might already be back on delay. But it was fun. I'm glad I got the chance to reread it and revisit it. Don't always get to do that. And like I said, it wasn't 100%, like, was it as good as I remember? No. But was it still fun? Yes. So from that standpoint, I was pretty happy with getting to read it again and revisit it. All right. So that was what we were reading today, this week, other than we were reading Rachel Rising, but we didn't get to talk about that. We'll save that for when we get to talk about it. What are we watching? Well, before I get into, I did get caught up on Secret Wars, so I ended up watching 3 episodes this week to get caught up on Secret Wars. We'll talk about that in just a minute. The thing I watched today, though, is the One Piece live-action full trailer. And you guys know I've talked a bunch about One Piece here lately. I've been kind of on a kick. The manga's been really, really good lately. Scrolls. We'll talk about the scrolls in a minute. The manga's been really good lately. And even though even through the hiatus, this week's episode or issue of the manga with Garp, dang, like, so good. I mean, it's Oda at his best. If you've never read One Piece, I realize it is. I have them. They're all up there. There's 103 volumes. Volume 6 is out. Like, we're at 1,088. It's issue 1,088 of this thing. So I get it. It's literally like reading Detective Comics from the beginning. Every issue of Detective Comics or every issue of Action Comics. All the way. So I get it. It's an intimidating thing to get into. But man, I love that. If you can get through Arlong Park, it's so good. It is so good. I skipped Night Terrors. Skipped it. When they put out that event, I was like, nope, I ain't doing it. I ain't collecting it. I'm skipping it. It might be great. I'll buy the trade if it's great, or I'll read it on. I got the DC app. I'll read it there. I'm not buying it. I was not buying it. If everybody says it's wonderful or something, then I will probably. Whoa, I'm very like bright or something here. I feel like I'm very glary. I haven't messed with my light, but I feel like I'm very washed out tonight. I don't know. I did move my camera, adjust my camera location a little bit. Let's try it. Let's try it right there. See if that helps. Not really. Like a regular comic issue. Like yeah, you got, I'm too short. I got them all the way to the ceiling. And you also have to read it like a manga, so it reads backwards. So this is the front. This is the front. This is the back. It opens on this side. So when you open it, like normally you would open a book, you'd start here, open a book, and you're reading this way. No, you start here, and you're reading backwards. So it takes a little bit of getting used to. But yeah, there's like 9. There'll be like 9 issues in this. So yeah. I read a lot. Yeah, I think you're talking about Night Terrors. But yeah, if you can get to Arlong Park and you're not hooked, because it comes off as goofy and silly at times, and Luffy particularly is goofy and silly, and some of the character designs are over the top, and man, it's so good. It's so good. So live action trailer dropped today. And I don't know how, like, I've had my doubts about them being able to translate it. And all it took today was like, but they seem to have nailed the crew. Like the casting for Zoro and Sanji and Nami, we didn't really get much of Usopp, or all really seem spot on. The Kobe casting, that kid looked great. The effects with Buggy under the big top that they had in the trailer looked amazing. The Fishman looked terrible, in my opinion. Arlong looked terrible. But the design is so over the top that, like, I don't know how you make it look good in live action without great CGI. Like, I just don't know how you do it. And they made it all practical, which I get. But hopefully, if the performances are good enough, then I'll forgive it, hopefully. We'll just have to see. What's going to make or break it is the kid playing Luffy. Because Luffy is such an idiot. But he's an endearing idiot. And he's a goofball and an idiot. And, like, making him endearing and where you want to root for him and not annoying is not going to be an easy task in live action. And, I mean, he's not even close to annoying in the comics. He's just a giant goof. But, who gets serious when he needs to. But, like, this kid being able to pull it off is going to be the key for me. But I'm pumped. At end of August. So you guys are probably going to get more One Piece stuff from me, whether you want it or not. Because, yeah, with the live action coming, I think I am at some point going to start a reread. Because I haven't reread it from the beginning in a long time. And, like, do some sort of discussion. But, yeah, you read it. You start at the back of the book and you read forward. So yeah, it's like, if you read this page, it's like you'd go flower capital, Wano, and then all this stuff happening, and then you go down here, and then you'd read this panel first, and then across, and then you come over here, and you start there, and you come across, and then there, and come across. So yeah, it's all backwards. Maybe you should have bought the Barbie One comic. I did not go and see. I skipped out on Barbenheimer, whatever you want to call it. Skipped out on Barbenheimer this weekend. I didn't go see either one. I didn't have that much of an interest in it. Like, will I probably watch them at home, stream them at some point? Yes. Am I gonna, like, I had no interest in going to the theater for either one. I didn't need to, but I guess the comic jumped again. I don't know. Or maybe you just really like the movie, but I would guess wait 6 months. It'll still be better, easier to afford. I get my drink of water. But no, I felt like they did the Gum Gatling in the trailer, and that actually looked pretty good. Buggy looked really good. Sanji and Zoro, like, movement, and all of them look really good except for the Fishman. They just didn't look very bad. Yeah, I can just wait. I don't need to see it. It did really well. It was really degrading to me. Well, it's a Barbie movie. It was going to be... It was going to have an agenda. I don't know who didn't think it was going to have an agenda. So, let's see. All right, Secret Invasion. We're talking Secret Invasion. I am caught up through episode 5. So if you have not, mute me for a little bit. I don't know that I'll have a ton of... I don't know that I'm actually going to do a ton of spoilers. What are my thoughts on Secret Invasion? It's solid, but not great. My issues with Secret Invasion. There's not enough. Like, they sold it to us This is literally a story where the bad guys can be anybody. And there's no intrigue to me about really what's going on at any point. Like the storytelling for me has been way too straightforward, and there has not been enough. There have not been enough twists and turns. I have not seen that yet. I know I saw that, or I knew it was supposed to drop. I didn't know it. I did not know it was out for sure yet. So I have not seen that yet. So I'll have to watch that after. Like I'm enjoying it, but it's not this spy thriller. It's not this. I don't know. I think maybe my expectations were just wrong. I've never read the. I haven't read the comic. The only version of Secret Invasion I know is the one from the Avengers Earth's Mightiest Heroes cartoon that they did, which was really good. I love that. By the way, that's like the best Avengers cartoon. But anyway, it's really good. If you go back and watch that from a decade ago now, probably. Didn't get any of the love that like a lot of the other stuff does, but it's like up there in terms of like quality. It's so well done. But anyway, I don't know. It's just been very straightforward in the storyline, and I expected more of an element of mystery about what was going on and who was who and what side people were on and could you trust anybody. And it's been very almost paint by numbers. I feel like a little bit. It's not bad. I don't dislike it. I just feel like I feel like they've missed an opportunity to really do something interesting, and instead they've just done something good. And like they could have done something like great, like an interesting and like they could have made this really cool story, and instead it's just solid. And so like I don't dislike it, and we'll see what the finale brings. But at this point, there hasn't been enough of. I just don't feel like they've used the scrolls and their abilities to their full potential here. And I'm not saying there's not any like I was a little surprised that happened. I'm gonna take that off because that is a spoiler that people can read. But I feel like they just haven't done a great job of using the scroll's ability to their fullest. If that's me, I don't know. Yeah. So you got tired of the he is or his or something with Bowser. Okay, and I can see that. So you're just over that stuff. I don't know. I just felt like I don't know. I'm just the whole time I felt like there could be more, and maybe I don't know what I want, and maybe I'm just being overly. But I just felt like it. I feel like it's very straightforward, and I wasn't expecting very straightforward. So that's just it. So all right. All right, with this, what else we got going on? So I've been talking before we get into the whatever you guys want to talk about. I've been talking for months about that I needed to like go through and sell a bunch of stuff, and I can even get back here. So you notice there's no boxes right here at the moment. That's because two of the boxes I went through not everything. I went through all my runs today. I did not go through series that I was keeping and look for variants maybe I didn't need and that kind of stuff. And I got pulled a few doubles out, but I definitely didn't pull all of them. But those two boxes, I had about a half a box of stuff to sell already set aside. I now have a full box and about 3/4 of another box of stuff pulled aside that I just want to get rid of. And yeah. Online for free. I guess it depends on what you're doing. I don't I mean, I don't read a lot of comics online for free. I read a lot of manga online for free, but you can do that like on Viz, like the last 3 weeks or whatever. So if you're caught up, you can do that. Even the main thing does that. So, yeah. Seriously, hating roadie. I get that. I get that for sure. So I don't know. I just feel like the scope's a little too narrow. They haven't used the scrolls as well as they could have. We'll see what exactly. And I'm a little disappointed they went with like the extremist powers instead of like actual Super Scroll Avengers powers. But we'll see what happens. I mean, we did get Groot. We have got one of them has got the Groot powers, but like it would have been fun to see like more Super Scroll kind of stuff than we've seen, and we'll probably get some of that in the finale. But yeah, I have 2 boxes of stuff, which I didn't cut as hard as I said I was going to. Yeah, one last episode to go. I probably was not as harsh as I should have been, but I do got 2 boxes of stuff, which amounts to this page of runs, and some of these are like 3 or 4 issues or whatever. Some of them are like almost 30 issues. But a full page of like runs or sets, I should say, maybe. Another full page of singles, and another full page of singles. So 2 full pages of singles, and then a page of runs of books that I want to get rid of. The problem is, I don't want to put out the effort to sell them. I mean, most of them aren't worth that much. There are some $10, $15 books in there. There's some signed books in there that I got signed, and I'm just like, I don't care about this artist. I don't really care about this book. Why do I have this signed? Some of which I've accumulated from like mystery boxes and some other stuff over the years too. So that's part of it. I really just want to be rid of them. And I don't even want to like put out the effort. Like I've put out the effort to pull them out, and now it's like I don't want to have to like do a sale and box them up and ship them and everything else. So I don't know. I may just take them to a shop and just be like, take these. I don't want them. Go through my comic shop. I don't want them sitting here while they, because most of these things are not things that people are going to like snatch up. Even if I price them well, they're just going to sit there because there is no price them well. Like, I mean, there's a few things, but like most of the stuff is not stuff that people are just going to be like that. I'm sure there's people that are looking for everything here, but not very many. And I don't know. I just want them gone. That's kind of where I'm at. So I don't know what I'm going to do yet. I got them pulled out. I get rid of these 2 boxes, and I should probably go and do it again immediately and try to get 2 more boxes. But man, it's going to get harder again to get rid of stuff. But yeah, so I don't know how I'm going to get rid of them. I just kind of want them like, but I don't want to take the effort to box them all up. Like even if I did like a claim sale, like cheap claim sale, I don't want to take the effort to box them all up. So I am tempted to just go to a comic shop somewhere. The next time I'm going to be somewhere near one and just be like, I got these. I'll take replacement boxes. Like, give me $10. Like, which is silly because there's probably, I don't know, there's probably $100 worth of comics there. Easy. There's probably enough $5 or $10 books in there for $100. And then with all the dollar books, but I just don't want to mess with it. But I don't want to dip my foot into one. See, you guys are missing the point. I don't want to go through the effort of having to sell all that, like list and post all these books anywhere, and then have to try to sell them, have to try to get paid, have to pack them up, have to ship them out. I just want them to disappear from my house. Really is really what it is about. I mean, I should try to get some money out of them, I've bought them. I have money in them. I should try to get at least a little bit out of them, even if it just offsets me buying some boxes or something, or some bags of boards or something. But at the moment, the thought of putting out the effort makes me sad. People might also complain. Well, yeah, people are going to complain no matter what you do. So I'm not too worried about that. But my dog's moving around again. I kicked him out before we started because he was just laying here whimpering, like even before I went online. And I kicked him out before I even started. See what he does. I may let him back in and see if he'll lay down here after having been kicked out. We're 36 minutes in. We'll see what he does. So yeah, I don't know. I've got these pulled out. I had 2 boxes worth of stuff to get rid of. And I'm like, and the original plan was I would do like claim sale, and then I'd post a bunch of stuff, and then I'd just be like, whatever disappeared. But I really just don't want any of it to stay. That's the other thing. Because I know some of it won't sell. And it's like, I don't want any of it to stay. I just want it all to just, I want someone to come and take the boxes, and take them away, and hand me like $15. I do a mystery box like $15, a short box. What I should do is like, if I do a claim sale, what I should do is just be honest. Like, okay, I'm going to go through the things that I have. When you claim something, guess what? You're getting a full box. And I can do that, maybe. Like, you're claiming it. You're spending the $15, $16 for a medium flat rate box. And guess what happens? I'm going to fill it. I can maybe do that. All right, so yeah, so that's where I'm at on that. So I did make progress. Like I've got some stuff pulled apart, ready to go out. I got everything basically put away except for that stack of books right there, which is Detective Comics that I'm behind on my reading. Everything else, and well, the Battle Chasers is pulled out, but everything else is put away. Oh, and there's an indie series on the bottom. There's like 3 issues of an indie series that I forgot were sitting under that when I had the indie box out. Didn't get put away. And now it's on the bottom. It's like, I gotta put those away. But otherwise, I'm completely caught up. They said that a couple weeks ago before that originally came out. They were going to try to starve them out by going to December and make them start losing their homes. And like that quote came out before the actors also went on strike. But yeah. But I don't want a mystery box. See, I discovered this about myself a few years ago because I bought a few mystery boxes. And I quickly realized that they're not for me, and it's not because I felt like I wasn't getting value or I don't want random shit. I don't want random stuff in my collection. I want the stuff I collect, and I don't want random stuff. And if I want to read something, I either read it online, like that I don't collect. I'm going to read it online, or I'm going to buy a trade. And yeah, I don't want random books. Like all of these singles, these 2-page, part of the reason there's like literally 2 pages of singles or maybe like 2 issues or something. All of these, get them out of here. Like, I mean, I did keep a few one-shots that were related to characters or that I really love, but like all of these, like, I have a whole bunch of indie number 1s, and I was like, oh, I'll try that series. And like, I got just like, why do I have these? Or things I've accumulated where someone sent me something, like I bought something and they sent me a couple of extra books that I didn't care about. And it's not, and I appreciate the gesture. I just don't want them in my collection. I don't want them in my house. Mystery box. Hang on, I'm going to see if the dog will come in here. lay down. He's moving around the hallway. I can tell. Come on. Where you at, Bubba? Come on. Come in here and lay down. You can come lay down. Maybe you'll be good. If you just won't whimper, yeah, come here. Come on. I know. That's my Bubba. I know. There's my Bubba. Here's your Bubba. I saved you a milk buffer in here. Maybe I should just send them all to you. Send them all to you. I mean, like one of the ones I put in there is like there's a Noctera #1 in there, which is like a $10-15 book. It's been optioned. It'll probably at some point might again be a $20-25 book. I don't care. I bought it because I tried to read the series. I was like, and I never bought another issue. I got a Mercy #1. I got a We Only Find Them When They're Dead #1. You know, and there's several of those kind of things, and it's like I'm not gonna read those. Are you just gonna come in here and whine? Don't do that. What if I gave you something to like entertain you for a minute? Hang on a second, gang. I'll be right back. All right, we put a little peanut butter on his bone, let him know on that for a minute. Such a giveaway. Nay. He doesn't want me to send them to him. Well, I gotta send you something anyway. I need that I haven't boxed up and sent you. Those trades that I gave away a couple weeks ago, and then you and Jimmy both. They're over there. I need to box those up. And I just haven't got it done. We're supposed to be on whatever you guys want to talk about. I just never pulled the thing up. Why am I out of focus? Did I do something? I'm definitely out of focus though. What? It's not gonna happen. My camera's being weird. Focus really close. There we go. I am just very washed out tonight. Did my light get adjusted wrong? Where's my light? Here's my control center. What's going on with my light? No, it's way turned down. I don't know. I just feel very washed out. Wow, we're down to 6. So that's low for whatever report. But so yeah, I don't know. We'll see what happens there. So what else you guys got going on? What else do people want to talk about? Dude, there's all kinds of stuff here. Hey, there's all kinds of stuff. Get in there. Where's the bone? There you go. What's that? But I don't know. I lost my train of thought. I'm messing with the dog. I should have just left him out until I was done. And that makes me orange. I don't know. I'm very almost no light now. Maybe if I was over and turned it. No. I don't know. I'm just gonna be washed out, I guess. Made a man with the dog. I don't think that had anything to do with it. Hey, Sharon, what is going on? You're here for the end where we're just rambling about stuff, and I was messing with my light because I felt like I was washed out, but now I feel like I'm sitting in the dark. So I can't get the light right tonight. I'm trying to finish. Sharon, would you like to come get 2 boxes of random comics that JP just wants to get rid of? And he doesn't want to have to mess with packing up and shipping them. So I need somebody to come to me and take them. That's what I need. Oh, you're good. You're good. Perfect timing as usual. Oh, yeah. We're hanging out. We've been on a bunch of random stuff tonight, as usual, for a whatever report. So, I appreciate anybody that comes and hangs out with me, especially you, Sharon. So, it's all the best comics. You know what is doing. That's probably the truth. But you would now have 3, and there are some Batman comics in there. So they're not all Batman comics, but there are some. I can't read my string. Yeah, it's been kind of a depressing topic here compared to normal. Well, I talked about One Piece, which is not necessarily the target audience for that, and then I talked about getting rid of books, and then so it's been kind of an odd stream for me for sure. But I did get through everything, which made me feel good. I still probably, like I said, I probably should have been harsher in my cutting, but that's okay. The other end has stuff too. The dog was being, my poor old man. Get on that end. There you go. There you go. Hey, Blue Collar Dan, what's going on? It's okay. Definitely encapsulates my life because I am odd. I am a very odd human being at the moment. So I don't know anything else. I don't know. I may just wrap this up right here. I don't have. We talked about everything I was going to talk about. Told you what I was drinking tonight, which was water. I told you what was coming up on the channel, which is D&D tomorrow night, Usagi on Thursday, one way or another. Probably Cash or Trash sometime tomorrow, whether Tom's video is out or not. Because I'm not going to be here Monday or Tuesday. It's not been too bad the last few days. I mean, it's still like 80s and humid. But it's not been too bad, but it's supposed to get back to being stupid hot this week for sure. 90s plus here. Yeah, I think what Sharon's getting right now is headed our way. So it's supposed to be mid-upper 90s all week, I think, again. Still not like the 105 we had for like a week straight back at the end of June, but it is supposed to definitely get hot again. John will not be attending D&D. At least I don't think so. So I would hope not. I'd hope he'd be enjoying his time in Florida. But everybody else will be there tomorrow night. We talked about my reread of Battle Chasers. I got the trade. I've read issues 10, 11. Hadn't read it since it came out 20 years ago. But issues 10, 11 have come out. It's not as good as I remember, but I'm still enjoying the heck out of it. We talked about Secret Invasion. We talked about the One Piece trailer. Yeah. So would recommend you. No, no, I do not. No, I have no desire to go to that place. I don't like to eat that much. Yeah. We've been so dry, and this week we basically got a little bit of rain almost every day, which was nice. Oh, start with rain. I know. I'll give you some attention. We got a little bit of rain almost every day, but we're still like in drought. Like it's still like, not exceptional, but extreme or something. Yeah, we were about to be in the highest category of drought before we got this rain this last week. But I think it's supposed to dry out all this next week, so we'll see. But I did finally have to mow. I had mowed since like the beginning of June. That's how dry it had been. Like I hadn't had to. I probably should have mowed last weekend, but it rained the day I was going to, and then it just like I didn't get it mowed until today. But like it was bad, but it wasn't awful. Like it's been worse before, like after like a week and a half of not mowing. Tornadoes and insane rain there. Oh wow! No, we haven't had that yet. Yeah, we've been in a drought, like a super drought, and then we finally got a little bit of rain this week, which was nice. So, but yeah, I'm sure it's all supposed to dry out again. So beyond that, I don't know. We're 50 minutes. I don't really have anything. You guys don't seem to have last chance to give me a fresh topic to ramble about. My dog's gonna make a whole bunch of noise. I think he wants to go back outside. I took him out right before we came. I did this, but it's 7:30. But he didn't actually do anything. Wait, he didn't do his business, which he normally does at that time. So he probably needs to go out. So I tell you what. I want to thank Sharon and Gordon and Blue Collar Dan and Unruly and Terry and everybody for hanging out with me tonight. It was kind of, Phil was here, Ronald was here. So I want to thank you guys all for hanging out with me. Dog's starting to bark. He wants out. So I'm going to take him out. We will catch you guys next time. Later. Bye.